My people, how's it going? So today is going to be a fairly quick and easy one. This is concerning S corps, S corporations, or small business corporations, or small corporations. The S corp is a really great tool if you are a 1099 employee or if you are self-employed. If your profit at any time in the next, couple years is going to be more than $10,000, then I seriously suggest that you do an S corp. The reason why is because an S corp literally cuts your self-employment tax in half, and I'll explain how that works. So, number one, just to use some numbers here, let's say your profit is $10,000. Okay, typically when you file just a regular 1040 Schedule C with $10,000 in profit, then you pay 15.3% of that in self-employment tax. Okay. Now, if you have an S corp, then all of a sudden that $10,000 of self-employment becomes only $5,000, because with an S corp you can pay yourself. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm doing like three things at once right now, but just bear with me. So let's say your profit is $10,000. Okay, what you can do is you can pay yourself $5,000. Okay, and you would pay the payroll tax or self-employment tax on the $5,000. The other $5,000 will go to you as what's called a distribution, and that gets taxed at just regular income tax rates, not self-employment tax rates. We've also talked before about 197 amortization. And amortization, if you recall, can be done on any return, but it's really better to only do it on a corporation or a partnership return. And the reason why is because, if you remember from that video, in order for you to claim the 197 amortization, you must show that the assets has changed hands. It's changed from person to person, or from personal to business. And it's really hard to prove that if it's a Schedule C return, because a Schedule C means it's you, so it hasn't changed hands. Once you incorporate, that becomes a completely different person, and so you can say it changed hands from the person to the corporation, and that's the reason why you can get away with the 197 amortization. So that's just one thing. The other thing is, once you have the S corporation, you'll also be eligible for a 401k. Okay, remember, a 401k allows you to deduct up to 25% of your income. Okay. Sorry, I'm struggling with this scanner. All right, a 401k allows you to deduct 25% of your income. So what that means is, let's say you have $10,000 of profit, right? Okay, you pay yourself $5,000. Okay, so you pay payroll tax on the $5,000. All right, but you still have $10,000 of income total. All right. Well, now you can take 25% of that $10,000, which is $2,500, and you can put that into a 401k, and then now you're only going to pay payroll tax on $5,000 and income tax on $7,500. Okay. Now those are just sample numbers I'm throwing up there. You can multiply it times 10 if you want to. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Okay. So the 401k allows you to do that, and you can't really do that with Schedule C. Schedule C's do allow you to have what's called a SEP IRA plan, but the SEP IRA is going to limit you to what you can contribute, simply because you have employer contributions and you have personal contributions. But if you are Schedule C, then you're not the employer. You're just one person. You're just the owner of the business, and that's it. So like I said before, the biggest thing about having an S corp is simply to limit your payroll or self-employment taxes. There's also opportunity to have other ownership of the S corporation, which is huge. For instance, a portion of my S corp is owned by my nonprofit. So what that means is simply that a portion of my income goes to the nonprofit, which isn't taxable, right? I'm not gonna be able to answer that right now. It's not gonna be taxable because it goes to the nonprofit. So that's just a few quick things that an S corp allows you to do. Like I said before, if your thing still isn't scanning all of it, I don't know why. What's going on with this thing? Again, if your net profit is going to be anything more than $10,000, I sincerely suggest creating an S corp. Okay, otherwise you're going to kill yourself in self-employment taxes. All right, from me to you.